Brendan Sorsby. Oh my goodness. He's back at it again. He's going to the NFL apparently. So everything on the other side for Mr. Sorsby.
You're tuned in to the Red Zone Blitz.
Here we go.
The home for all things NFL and college football.
Ready?
What's poppin', KK? What's going on?
More Brendan Sorsby news, eh?
You know,
He's changing his mind.
He is a little wishy-washy. He is he doesn't know what to do with himself. So he's apparently going to the supplemental draft. What are your thoughts? First take.
I'd be surprised if an NFL team signed him.
God, KK, we have a segment that is dedicated to just that. Okay.
But it's 2026. I mean, someone's going to change their mind and take a shot at him.
Before we get into all that, so I just want to say a big shout out to all of you that listen, all of you that support us. We are still going strong off season. We are still buzzing. And things are still happening. If you haven't followed us yet, go follow us. Red Zone Blitz Pod on X, Instagram, TikTok. Go follow us on YouTube. Red Zone Blitz Podcast on YouTube. Go subscribe to our channel there. If you want to write to us, you can write to KK and I at redzoneblitzpodcast@gmail.com. And for, you just want to catch up on some episodes, we're available on all streaming platforms where you listen to your podcasts. And then we've also got a neat little website, www.redzoneblitzpodcast redzoneblitzpodcast.com, not at gmail.com. Getting right into it. Brendan Sorsby, Texas Tech quarterback. Maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, we talked about how there's a court injunction notice saying that, he's free to return to Texas Tech. There were teams all around college football ready to protest, fans saying they were never going to watch a game again. Texas Tech was on a PR campaign. Everything was happening. We were canceling games against Texas Tech for wrestling, football, you name it, every sport. NCAA was in trouble. We had government officials going nuts. And then what happened? Sorsby says, hold on. Just hold on there. I'm going to the NFL. Now, what I will say is Brendan Sorsby has declared for the NFL supplemental draft. And to my co-host's point, that does not mean that he is guaranteed a spot. He will go into the draft. And if he does not get bid on or claimed in the draft, he will become an unrestricted free agent, free to sign with whatever team he'd like. Now, what this screams to me is it screams the fact that the NCAA, Texas Tech, got a hold of Brendan Sorsby and potentially his family and his agent and said, hey, listen, we understand we fought the court case and we did that whole thing, but we're going to need you to go to the NFL because this is going to be a real bad look for us. I don't think this came without the blessing of Texas Tech. I think they said, you know what? We're going to take this one. It was our mistake. We didn't do our due diligence. You keep the NIL money that we gave you and you enjoy your pastures in the NFL. Our program won't take as much of a hit anymore. We won't be on everyone's radar, et cetera, et cetera. Now, KK, first question, and I'll pose it this way, is if you were Brendan Sorsby, Brendan Sorsby, what would you do in this situation?
I think he has no other choice to declare for the supplemental draft.
You wouldn't try to go and play college?
No, because no team, you're looking at Texas Tech. If they play him, they're facing sanctions. Their team will face sanctions.
That's the thing, and I think it's not fair to the other guys on Texas Tech.
Yeah,
the other players.
How would they feel like,
exactly,
we can't compete for the national championship because we're disqualified.
Well, there was talks about them being disqualified from the playoffs, and especially with their schedule this year. I mean, I could probably have you go up at quarterback at Texas Tech, and you probably lead them to an undefeated record. Now, he's made his decision, right? He's made his decision. He wants to go into the supplemental draft, and you know what? That's what we're here to do today. We are here to talk about what will be the best fit, where should he go, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to start right at the top. I'm going to go through each team in the NFL. We're going to go through it, and then I'm going to go through their depth chart a little bit, and I'm probably going to tell you the likely fit, in my opinion, and then, KK, you're going to tell me, if this team were to we're going to say every team bids on them. Let's just say that. What round pick would you pick? Now, for the people listening, if you bid a supplemental pick, you lose that pick in the next year's draft. Just so everyone's aware. We'll start off nice and easy. Buffalo Bills. I mean, QB1, Josh Allen, Kyle Allen, QB2, Shane Buechel, QB3. I do not think this is going to be a very high level fit here.
The Buffalo, no.
I don't think so. I think Allen is the top tier, locked in franchise quarterback. I don't think so. What would be your round that you would say when they're bidding on this?
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Their last round pick, maybe?
Round 7? Okay.
Yeah,
hey.
round 7,
It's up to you. Yeah, you just let me know.
I mean, you have a quarterback, so...
You let me know. Next up in the same division, Miami. Miami Dolphins. They accelerated Tua's dead cap hit and committed to a full rebuild. They did go out and sign Malik Willis, QB1. Quinn Ewers still there. Cam Miller's there. Mark Gronowski's there. I think the fit's pretty high here. I don't think this is I think this Miami could go and make a little splash here. What do you think?
I don't think they would for a high pick, though.
Well, what's your pick?
You got Malik Willis signed for 2 years at least?
You've got him for a few, but like
you got Quinn Ewers.
I don't. But this is he could be a QB of the future.
He could be, but you never know if he's going to be the QB of the future right now.
Well, I don't think you know about that.
I would probably say round 4 to 5 if I was Miami.
Interesting. I'm gonna go round 2. I'm gonna say Miami goes and they go make a splash and they go try to get this guy and they go try to rehabilitate him, make sure he's a part. But that's a perfect trajectory for him. He gets to sit behind Malik Willis for a few years, ends up getting his shot. Miami doesn't have to worry about drafting a quarterback in the first round next year. If that was their plan, they can go focus their needs somewhere else. I'm gonna go second round pick there, Miami. I'm gonna let you guys cook a little bit. Now we got the New England Patriots. Drake May, Tommy DeVito, Baron Morton. I don't think they need another distraction in New England.
I don't think they're gonna waste a pick on him.
So 7th again, you would say?
Not even 7. I
you got to pick a 7.
Okay, 7.
I
got to pick 7.
You got to pick. You got to be like, all right, what's the every team's going to bid on him. Every team is putting in at least a 7th. It's what else teams are going to be able to do. Every team's going for a 7th. Now, here's an interesting one. New York, the Jets. They got Geno Smith. They have Kate Klubnik, Brady Cook, and Bailey Zappi.
I would say first round pick for that guy.
Oh, they've got a lot of those.
They need a QB.
Yeah, and they got a lot of picks.
I mean, they've been linked to Dante Moore last draft.
And could you imagine if they went out, they got more Sorsby, and he sat behind Geno Smith, and Geno Smith did exactly what his job is going to be and tanked them really hard right into a top something pick, and they end up getting Jeremiah Smith? Like, because they don't need a quarterback.
That's what the Jets should do then.
That they don't need a quarterback, and now you got a punch. You got Jeremiah Smith. You got Sorsby coming in. It's looking good, and then you added in. You know they had a draft for the ages this past year.
Yeah, they got Kenyon Sadiq.
They got Kenyon Sadiq.
They had Omar Cooper. They had David Bailey in there. Who knows? They're probably going to be trading other players this year, trying to recapitulate the draft capital that they had lost. But then he has 0 Madden rating right now.
That is true. His Madden rating is 0. Hey, but his college football rating is pretty good. His college football rating is pretty good. Now, Baltimore, KK. Moving on divisions. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, Tyler Huntley, Skylar Thompson, Diego Pavia. I don't know if Pavia is actually signed. He might not be signed. Joe Fagano. They have other needs.
Yeah, but if you're looking at Lamar possibly leaving soon, I mean, if they don't win, they got to think about changing that quarterback.
Well, they've already done the coach, and usually teams it's coach first.
I'd probably say round 3.
KK with the first hot take, round 3, Baltimore Ravens. Ooh, baby. That could be something. That could be Brandon Sorsby coming in, a little controversy in Baltimore. They don't go off to the hottest start. Next thing you know, Lamar's field and trade offers. Which team could field, which team do you think has enough assets to trade for Lamar?
That's a tough one. There's a lot of teams that need a quarterback. Where would he go?
Like, which team do you think's got enough pieces around?
Arizona? Oh. Josh Sweat wants to be out of there.
Yeah, but it's going to take... I mean, the thing about these teams that need quarterbacks is that, like, how good do you, like, if you brought in a guy like Lamar Jackson to Arizona, does that make it exponentially better? Like, I guess you do. Well, looking at it.
You got McBride, Harrison, Jeremiah Love.
Okay, here's
Lamar Jackson.
Here's my talk with you here. Marvin Harrison or Zay Flowers, who's better? Who would you rather have your starting team today? You could only pick between those two, one wide receiver
right now. I'd have to go with Zay Flowers because I want to see more from Marvin Harrison.
But that's an interesting comp, though, don't you think? Like you look at the receiver choice in Baltimore. You had Mark Andrews for a long time, veteran, like really good target for him, like really good tight end. Didn't have that many receivers. And now you go to Arizona, you got
But he also gets a fresh start.
Yeah, but
that's big. Change of scenery is big for any player.
What would you think of a trade that sent? What would you think of a trade that sent Lamar Jackson in Miami, and it brought back like a haul? Like you got Reuben Bain. Let's say you get like I don't know. 2 firsts.
I don't think Miami should do that, though.
But then again, it doesn't work because Miami doesn't have any weapons for him to throw to. That's the issue. Like Miami, when they had Tua there, would have worked perfectly. Now, moving on. We got to move on. We got another team with a quarterback that might be leaving. Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow's there. Joe Flacco's there. John Johnson's there. Sean Clifford's there. They got a bunch of journeymen as their backups, man. There's nobody in, there's no pipeline of the future there. Everything is basically. How many years in the hole do you think Cincinnati goes before we talk about Sorsby's fit? How many holes do you think Cincinnati goes when they into the rebuild once Burrow leaves? Because they don't have a fucking plan.
No, that's why I think they should be looking at Sorsby too. They're probably in the same boat as Baltimore.
They're two very similar teams with two very different.
Like if you're not going to win with Lamar or Joe Burrow, time to make the change.
Well, the difference is I think Cincinnati doesn't have the defense that maybe Baltimore has. But okay, here's another thing. Let's say you traded Burrow for Jackson. Who do you think performs better in their new spot? Burrow, or do you think
Lamar?
Oh,
Lamar's got the weapons in Cincinnati.
You think they're better with Lamar or Burrow?
I'd probably go with Lamar.
Damn.
More of a dual threat.
Damn.
And open up that offense.
Damn, Joe Burrow.
But at the same time, it depends which quarterback is staying healthy this year.
We're going to LSU this year. We can't be slandering Mr. Joe Burrow. Hey, Joe Burrow, love you.
I was high on him last podcast.
That is true. That is true. What round pick would you give if they were going to go take Sorsby?
Bengals?
Yeah.
I'd probably say round 3.
Okay, pretty aligned with the Ravens. Now the best probably team so far, the Cleveland Browns are picking quarterbacks. You got Shador, you got Deshaun, you got Dylan Gabriel, you got Taylon Green. Come on, KK. Talk to me.
For them, it's got to be round 1. Go get him. Go get him and trade all the other guys.
You really think they go and they just empty the clip and try to get Sorsby? Well, they did.
Oh, yeah.
They went after Josh Gordon last time. The last supplemental draft, they gave up a 2nd-round pick for him.
So maybe this one they give up a first for him.
That would be interesting. Do you think he starts this year?
Sorsby, no.
Anywhere.
Depends where you're up. He could finish the season somewhere.
But he doesn't start the season.
I don't think he starts the season.
That's fair. So, first round pick for Cleveland?
Yeah.
Blessed by KK. Blessed by KK. Now, the Steelers. We were in Pittsburgh, KK. We were there. Witnessing windows being punched, all sorts of things. Aaron Rodgers, back. Final year, I think. Mason Rudolph is still there. Will Howard's still there. Drew Alar that you pitched, you manifested onto that team, still there. What is the price, you think? I mean, they just spent a third on Drew Alar.
If I'm Pittsburgh, maybe around 5.
I mean, yes, they are. I don't know. I think
It depends on how they look at Will Howard and Drew Alar.
I think he's better than every player they have there, including Rodgers. So I think they got to go with a 2.
2?
I think so. You got to be exciting. I feel like the time is now. Like you get to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean they need a quarterback for next season right now.
Exactly, and Pittsburgh is another team where I look at it where I'm like, if you get the Sorsby kid now, next year's draft you don't have to worry. Go get
your team will be playoff ready.
Go get Colin Simmons, or you can draft somebody else. You don't have to draft You can draft a wide receiver if you'd like to. Anybody you'd want that fall. In that range.
You're right. I mean, Rodgers this year, if they get Sorsby for next year, they don't miss a beat.
Yeah, I mean, let's not give them that much hope. They miss a lot of beats out in Pittsburgh. Okay, they miss a lot of beats out in Pittsburgh. Keeping it going. This team is interesting. CJ Stroud in Houston. They right now is CJ Stroud, Davis Mills, Graham Mertz. Give them a first. Throw the first.
I could see that. I was going to say round 2, but I can
throw
see
the first. Throw the first.
Texas boy.
Texas kid. Throw the first. You get him on that defense. He's barely going to have to do anything. You saw what they did with Davis Mills last year. You put him on starter. I'd start him too. I'd say
I wouldn't start him, but I'm sure he would take over.
I'd let it ride. I'd say CJ Stroud, sit your ass on the bench. The Brendan Sorsby in Texas season. That would be nice. I think he's got weapons there. He's got he's got that little bit of swagger. He's back home. It's not entirely home. We'll talk about home in a little bit. It's not entirely home. It's still far away enough, but he could quietly, outside of national attention, cook up something very nice in Houston.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
I think he could do it. Now, following that lead, Indianapolis. What do we got there? We got Daniel Jones recovering off the worst injury you could probably have as a quarterback. Now, he's got 2 years, a 2-year extension, but you got Anthony Richardson there.
He's not playing.
He's fucking done. And then you got Riley Leonard there. He's not fucking probably going to see the day. Easton Stick is there. Great fucking name, but not playing. Now, he would fit in nice.
Yeah, round 1.
I think that's a round 1 grade there for Indianapolis. Another team where he could quietly go there, do his thing, could absolutely shit the bed, and could absolutely do amazing things. And the only person that would give him props for it would be Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee would
He could probably start for the Colts.
100%. 100%. And I think it's perfect. A white quarterback, big, a little bit explosive, little controversial. Perfect. Right up Indianapolis's alley. Could work. Now, Jacksonville, I would say, is probably farther down on the list. I would say I would rate this as like a round 5-6 situation. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence, Nick Mullins, Carter Bradley, Joey Aguilar. Okay. Let's talk about Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, has he shown you enough from when he was coming out of Clemson, out of college, drafted number 1 overall in Jacksonville?
Yeah, he's improving every year.
No. Has he shown you enough? Have you justified? Do you think he's great? Do you think he's in that tier where a quarterback where you're like, he's the next great one, or he's on ascending towards greatness?
Yes.
Wow.
From the season I saw last year, I think Jaguars are even a watch this year.
Okay. Now, how much of last year is on Liam Cohen and the scheme and actually getting the most? Liam Cohen did this fantastically.
No, that the coaching is big.
No, he did this great in Tampa. What he was able to get out of the basic, nothing out of Tampa Bay, All these guys are hurt. Everybody was banged up, and he still got the maximum output out of all these guys. What he's doing in Jacksonville, I think, is the same thing. Look what they did with Jacoby Myers. They lost Travis Hunter for like half the season, and they still went out. They made those noise. They made that noise. They went out in the playoffs. They did their thing. I will disagree with you. I won't say Trevor Lawrence has shown me the pedigree just yet. I think there's another gear. I need to see the next gear. I need to see him make these plays where I'm just like, wow. Because like right now, Jacksonville, sorry, Trevor Lawrence fans. I think you put Sam Darnold on that team, you get the same results.
No, I don't think so.
I think so. I think it's a scheme. I think it's a system. I think this upcoming season will be the year that Trevor Lawrence has to really show people that
I agree with you on that.
He is worthy of being. You look at the NFL is the only league I see where they don't criticize how many bluffs there are at number one. You look at other major sports and you get this many busts at number one. You're like, what the hell are these scouts doing? And the problem is obviously these quarterbacks get drafted number one. They got thrown right into the Wolves, shitty team. That there's a reason why the team was drafting number one. They were a very shitty team, et cetera, et cetera. No O-line gets busted up. No receivers. We talked about all the teams that don't have a fucking weapon for Mr. Lamar Jackson to get traded to. Trevor Lawrence got to show people this year. He's got to come out swinging. They had a very questionable draft Jacksonville did this past year. I don't think a lot of people were big fans of it. What would you give them if they had to take the Sorsby cut here? What round?
I'd probably say round 5.
Yeah, that checks out. Now, the final team here, the Tennessee Titans. It's a very interesting team. Very interesting team. They took Cam Ward in 2025. Number one overall. They have Mitchell Trubisky there. They've got Will Levis. They got Hendon Hooker. Now, if this was next year, and this was next year's supplemental draft, not this year's, and the Tennessee Titans were picking top 5 again this past for next year, and they had just finished picking top 5, I think I would be I would be like, let's get rid of Cam Ward. It's done over here. But I think he's got a new coach and he's got a new scheme and they're finally giving him some weapons. Big boy Carnell Tate coming down. I don't think Brendan Sorsby makes a lot of sense here. I would say around 6. I would say around 6. Going into Denver, this is interesting. Bo Nix, Jarrett Stidham, Sam Ehlinger. Nick's had a bit of a scary injury in the playoffs. Sean Payton is a guy that goes out and gets his guys. Sean Payton is a guy that has been suspended before for his antics. Sean Payton is a guy that doesn't really give a fuck what everybody else has to say about him, his team, or the way he coaches. Don't you think Sorsby would be a perfect Sean Payton quarterback?
Yeah, he would.
He would fit the mold perfectly because he would be so protected by Sean Payton where like anybody wanted to ask a question in the press conference about his gambling, about anything else, all this other stuff. Sean Payton shut it down right away. I don't think they're going to give a first.
I'm thinking maybe a third.
A third, I think Denver should be given. I think, and this is not to create some sort of controversy, being like, oh my God, like Bo Nix is going to be without a job. I'm sure Bo Nix isn't under control, but he is recovering off that big injury. And this is a plan. We saw Jarrett Stidham is not the plan. He is not the answer. And you have a team that...
Well, you look, is Bo Nix the plan for Sean Payton?
That's the thing. How replaceable is Bo Nix in the Sean Payton system?
He's replaceable.
I think so. I think if there was a quarterback this year that they had their eyes on that fell to them, I think they would have taken him. I wholeheartedly think that. Now, Denver is in win now. I think they are Super Bowl contenders. Would you say so? Would you put Denver?
Oh, yeah.
With just that defense alone, I think you put them in now with the trade for Waddle.
Yeah, they're a contender again.
I think they're back in the contending box, so maybe that slows them down a little bit in terms of like, hey, maybe we don't want to spend a third or a second. But I think the right value, you're spot on, 3rd round pick. Now this team, this team's interesting. Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Fields is there. Garrett Nussmeier is there. Chris Olajuwon is there. I think that's how you say his name. I don't think they have many reasons to spend a pick here.
Round 7.
7, yeah. Chargers, Justin Herbert, Trey Lance, DJ Ugalagi. I think that's how you say it. I always fuck up his name. I would say there's no reason, but health.
I would go with probably 3rd round.
Health of Justin Herbert is a concern.
Yeah, and you don't know if you're going to win with Justin Herbert.
And
Could be time to rebuild.
And Harbaugh is another coach that I think Sorsby could really benefit from. That is a good coach to coach him. Now, fellas in Dallas, listen to this. Ladies in the DFW, shout out Bucks Wild. All you fans, I'm gonna wait till the end. I'm gonna wait till the end of this this division. We'll go through the others first. We got the New York Giants, KK. Jackson Dart, Jameis Winston, Brandon Allen. Then you got to go. Don't hurt to go with the fourth.
Yeah,
it doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt with the fourth.
Maybe
even a third.
You get him. You can sit behind Dart. Dart's bound to get injured with the way he's playing. You put him nice and tidy. You get him there. It's going to be nice. And then next thing you know, your recovery plan next year. You got Malik Neighbors in the cut. You got Brandon Sorsby in the cut. Now you got Cam Scattaboo in the cut, and things are looking a little good. Things are looking a little spiffy. Philadelphia Eagles, they should be all over this.
Yeah, round one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Round one.
Let's do it. They should be all over this. I don't think Jalen Hurts.
Give him all the money he wants.
I don't think Jalen Hurts the guy, man. Like you got to. What's the plan here? I think you're firing Sirianni if midway through the season if things are not going off really good, and then Jalen Hurts is probably next. You already made it.
Getting Sorsby, you might save next year on his job.
There you go. Washington, Jaden Daniels, Marcus Mariota, Ethan Kalimakis, Sam Hartman. Once again, I normally would be like, they don't need to bet anything on this. This is fine, whatever. What are they doing? But injury concerns, man. That is scary stuff with Jaden Daniels. Would not hurt with a second.
Wow, you're that high. I was going to say probably around 5-6.
No, it would not hurt with a second. That is not a very good backup plan, I would say. Like, how long are you going to rely on Marcus Mariota to be the backup plan for Jaden Daniels? Because Jaden Daniels is getting banged up almost every season, and it is not looking good for the boy.
But if Sorsby's there that early, they're fighting for that number one job. Him and Jaden Daniels.
Oh, wow.
Sorsby's not sitting behind Jaden Daniels.
Oh, wow. What the?
They're going to be fighting for that job.
What the? Hold on.
It could be one of those things.
Hold on.
No, you could. This could end up being how Tom Brady started for New England.
Oh, my God.
Right, an injury to Bledsoe. Tom Brady comes in.
Take it from the top. We're going to get this clear. Sorry. If the Washington Commanders were going to take Brendan Sorsby in the supplemental draft and they got him, what is your camp outlook?
He's going to be fighting for that job with Jaden Daniels. He's not going to start
the job at Whataburger,
but any hiccup from Jaden Daniels, Sorsby's in there.
Oh my!
You look at how Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Tom Brady took the job. Jaden Daniels gets hurt. Sorsby's taking that job.
Oh my God!
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
You're the one that said he has injury concerns, Jaden Daniels.
Dear God, ladies and gentlemen, the monster, the GOAT himself, the Godfather, as some would say, KK the Love Machine, with the first hot take of this, not the first, the hottest take of this offseason. My God. I'm doing all the soundboards for KK. Not that one. Not the crickets either. This is my favorite. I love the little.
That one?
I love the little air horn. Okay, that was insane. All right. Okay. I realize we forgot your Raiders, by the way. So we'll go back to your Raiders. The Raiders are not taking Brendan Sorsby. I put them in the 7th. They just used Fernando. They just got Fernando. They're fine. Dallas. Well. He grew up in Dallas, nearby, watching the Cowboys. Give him a 3rd.
That high?
Yeah, I think so. I think you got to have a contingency plan. You got to have a success plan. I mean, we paid like, what, a 4th for Trey Lance? Like, you can pay fucking a 3rd for Brendan Sorsby. It's not going to be the end of the world. I would applaud it if they do it. It'd be good. It'd be nice. It'd be good. Yeah, I would do a 3rd. Easy. I would go to sleep good, put in the 3rd. If a team wants to outbid you, they want to outbid you. But bringing in a guy that is gonna be good, man. He's got all the tools. He is Baker and Manziel put together. It's gonna be good. Bringing that guy in, and you're bringing him home, and you can sell a bunch of jerseys, you make a bunch of headlines, you can talk about it for a little bit, and then you can go right back to business. And he got to sit behind one of the greatest leaders in modern day football, and behind Dak Prescott, who is possibly the best person I think I would want this guy to be sitting behind and learning from on what it takes to have every single eyeball on you at all times and still not wavering in it. I think I would go with Dallas. Chicago, Caleb Williams, the Iceman. I mean, Chicago's packing their bags and going to Hammond. They don't have time for this. I'd say a fifth.
I'd say 7.
The fifth was being generous. Detroit.
I think they really got to look at this guy.
Your Lions.
Yeah.
This is a win now time. Goff is 32
I'd probably
this season.
say round 3. They need a backup plan.
Yeah, and Teddy Bridgewater is not the backup plan. And this is a good development plan for him. He can go in there, learn from a character guy like Dan Campbell. He'll slap the betting right out of you, kid. What are you talking about, Paulie Market? Fucking don't tell Dan Campbell about your Paulie Market. He'll beat the fuck out of you. Green Bay Packers, I think they gotta throw a third. I think they're in the same boat.
Yeah, I think they're in the same boat.
You just lost Malik Willis to Miami. You never know with injury concerns with Jordan Love what they are. Tyrod Taylor is not the guy. I don't think he is for the future. This is a good time for you to get a backup plan. If you can get it for a third, you got to bounce on that. I think so. I think third goes there. Now, Minnesota. Kyler Murray, JJ McCarthy, Carson Wentz, Max Brosmer. Right now, I think the job is Kyler's to lose with JJ as number 2. Is there a world where JJ McCarthy gets moved down to number 3 on the depth chart?
Oh, yeah. If they get Sorsby, oh, yeah.
Do you think Sorsby starts?
I don't think he starts, but I think he takes over at some point.
Round 1, right? I'm assuming.
Round 1, yeah.
This is a fire major.
If any of those two struggle, I think Sorsby takes that job.
But you would, if you're a Vikings fan right now, I want you guys to write to us, email us, whatever you want to do to us. Just not whatever you want to do to us. That sounded kind of inappropriate. Not whatever you want to do with us. Stop it, Viking fans. Reply. Hit our line, comment, yell at us, react to our video, stitch our video, duet our video. What do you guys think? Round 2, round 1, Brandon Sorsby?
I'm going with round 1.
I'm going to go round 1 as well. They need a quarterback, man. They need one bad, and they need to start. They might have some bigger problems, especially with that receiving group. You got you got a plethora of receivers. You need a quarterback. Speaking of teams that need quarterbacks, the Atlanta Falcons. KK, give me your thoughts on the Atlanta Falcons. Do you think they will?
Is there Tua and Penix?
Yes, 2 lefties.
I think they go round 1.
I think move aside. It's Sorsby time.
Yeah.
Magic City's going to go crazy. It's going to be a fucking doozy. And he gets to go from the black and red to another black and red team. It's like he never left. Carolina Panthers. No, come on. You can't.
Not high. Maybe round 5.
If they got him, let's say around 5, do there a true controversy between Bryce Young and Brandon Sorsby?
No, not this season.
But that's I think the issue. If you are a team with a young quarterback and you go and you get Brandon Sorsby and he is yours to have in the draft, it is a real issue because you don't know, that is fans. Anytime your young quarterback makes a mistake, are going to get restless. They're going to get restless, and then they're going to want to put in Sorsby, and they're going to keep on saying, "Hey, put in Sorsby." So it is, you proceed with caution there. Now the Saints, yes,
yeah.
I know they want. I know Tyler. What's his face? Tyler Shuck, Spencer Rattler, Zach. Get that
round 1.
Round 1. I would love to see Brandon Sorsby when we're down there live.
Oh, that would be something.
That would be something. Brandon, you can just...
Mendoza versus Sorsby.
Hey, Brandon, get us some field passes while you're down there, if you're listening. Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay needs a contract, final year. Jake Browning, Connor Bazalak, and Jalen Daniels are the quarterbacks there. I think they're high.
Round 1.
I think so. I think you have
I don't think Baker's coming back next year.
I think that's a foolproof succession plan there for Tampa Bay. This is perfect. Now, this is the team that I actually think is going to get him, so I'm going to switch him to the bottom. But we're going to start with the LA Rams. Don't you wish the Rams had just waited? If only they knew.
Why can't they go out and just get him in round 1 again?
Not again.
Why not?
I don't think they have any picks. I think they all belong to Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, from Myles Garrett.
I don't think they have any picks to trade with, but I like the thought. I like the idea.
Well, maybe they're just going to throw their highest pick in the
Probably.
mix.
Here's a second. Enjoy. I mean, barring some sort of crazy miracle, I don't think they get them, but hey, I wouldn't put it past the Rams to do that. San Francisco? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think that's the way they operate. I think it's probably around 5-6.
I was thinking round 2.
I don't think that's how they operate, though. I think they're very conservative when it comes to these kind of things. I would have picked them higher, too, because I don't trust Purdy. I don't think Purdy's a very good quarterback. Sorry for 49ers fans. Purdy is not a very good quarterback. I apologize in advance.
And they also have Mac Jones there, too, still, right?
The reason why they have Mac Jones there is because they don't trust Purdy. That is health.
So why not go after Sorsby and trade the other two?
That is true. What about a team here? Defending Super Bowl champs. How about this one? Seattle. Round 1, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I'm looking at round 1.
Unload those picks. Let's go.
Who's it? John Schneider? That guy's a
G.
GM.
He's a G. The G in genius is for G.
I can see them taking him round 1.
He's a gangster. He's gonna go out and make some noise, man. Now, the team that I think that is gonna take Brendan Sorsby, and I think it might just fucking work. And I think it might just work, and we might just see some crazy shit. Arizona, currently with Jacoby Brissett making less than whatever he's making, like pennies according to him for a starting quarterback, in a holdout. You got Gardner Minshew. You drafted a guy, you know. Do you hate Carson Beck? Do you love him? Do you hate him? Here's a thought. You throw your first round pick in there and you go get Brendan Sorsby. And now you throw Brendan Sorsby into the field with Jeremiah Love, character guy, Trey McBride, character guy, Marvin Harrison, character guy, but a dog. Not to mention they probably have that other, my friend there, Michael Wilson.
Yeah, he's there.
He's there. You throw him in there. You got a new coach. You got him in a market that is not that hot where he's going to have to field questions every day about his gambling. And then you know what? It's a nice place. That's a nice place for you to go and zen out and not focus on Kalshi or Poly Market. It's a nice place for you to just enjoy the nature of Arizona and have a great time. What do you think, KK?
You just said it all.
You liking it? You liking it here?
Round 1, Arizona should go get him.
There it is. Those are our fits. Now, KK, let's talk about some coaches that are getting fired. That was a hard segue here. Who do you got? What do you got for me? Who's on the hot seat entering? We're recording this mid-June, 2026. Who's on the hot seat?
My first quarterback? Zach Taylor, Cincinnati.
Your coach, you mean?
Oh, the coach, yeah.
Sorry,
Zach Taylor.
As the only coach not fired in his division, I agree. I would tend
to. The Bengals are struggling. He's gone.
Do you think the Bengals made a mistake by keeping him this year?
No.
And why do you think that?
I just think that relationship he has with Burrow and Chase Hill, especially those two, and he's done a good job offensively.
What would cause his firing? What's the record got to be? Let's just say he makes it through the season. What's a fire? Like, what would get him fired? Like, missing out on what? The playoffs?
Yeah, missing out the playoffs.
Okay. So
not winning that division.
Not winning the division will get him fired. Do you think if he makes the playoffs but loses in the wild card round or loses in and they don't go far, do you think he still gets axed?
I'm probably 50-50 on that.
But so you would say getting into the playoffs is
winning that division and getting to the playoffs. Well, I mean, how about this? Not playing getting the bye. will keep your job.
Oh, okay, there you go.
All right.
I like that one. I like that one.
Like making a wild card game, you're still average.
You're not above the pack.
Yeah.
No, I like that one. What's your second coach you got there?
Nick Sirianni. I think that all that turmoil in Philadelphia, they start losing. I think he's gone.
Yeah, I don't think he's built for that market. I don't think so. I think you can't. You got to have a guy that's not fighting with the fans, that's not fighting with the media, that's not fighting with his own players, the other team's players, the referees, not spazzing out, losing his mind. Because the city will drive you to that point. I'm sorry to say it, but Philadelphia will drive you to the point where you would want to like go insane. So you got to have a guy in there that's mentally so dialed in that the
well, I mean, to look at it, just all the drama with Hurts and AJ Brown a year ago.
I don't think right?
Your players are scrapping or arguing, not happy. That someone's got to take the fall for that.
The problem
It's got to be the coach.
Okay, I'll tell you one. I'll give you an example. This is how I'll do it. All right, husband and wife, right? Husband and wife, married, right? Wife's mom lives with the family, right? 3 of them. They got some kids, but wife's mom lives there. Every time the husband and wife get into an argument, whether it be small, whether it be big, whether it be little, or whether it be about something, big, or like I said, explosive. Every time they get into an argument, the mom comes running. No, I got it. Like, it's fine. I'll take care of it. How successful do you think that relationship between that husband and wife is going to be?
Not very good.
Until you have Big Dom playing the wife's mom in Philadelphia. Until you have that, you're never going to be successful because the coach can't. If Nick Sirianni's a spaz, which everybody thinks he's a spaz in Philadelphia, you guys want to say that you don't suck my dick. You fucking think he's a spaz. For every single person that thinks that Nick Sirianni's a spaz, don't you think he gets in his players' faces at practices and behind closed door meetings? Of course he does. How effective do you think his message is landing is every single time that he bitches out or tells a player that he sucks or he didn't do his job or he failed or he didn't do film study, that player goes out to Big Dom, man, what the fuck's this guy talking about, man? And Big Dom just comes in, waddling in like a big walrus, goes, no, don't listen to him. It's all going to be fun. It's all going to be fun. It's all going to be okay. Do you think the message that the coach is trying to relay gets relayed, or do you think it gets lost in that little abyss?
I think it's lost in the abyss.
Right? It gets lost. And how do you think the coach feels? Because when they're booing everybody and they're throwing shit at the players and throwing shit at the coaches, they're not throwing it at fucking Big Dom. They're not making radio shows, television shows. They're not making, that the headline. Big Dom interrupts fight between Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, or Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown fight and Big Dom mediates. No. It's all about Nick Sirianni. It's all about how the fuck he can't get control of his team.
How does Nick Sirianni and Big Dom still have jobs in Philadelphia?
Big Dom, what the hell is his job?
Like, if you're the owner or even like the president, like, why do you still have these guys?
And they will be successful because Howie Roseman is a genius. Howie Roseman is a football mind and a football savant that if you put Howie Roseman on every other team, he would turn them into a winner. They will win because their owner is investing in their team. They will win because, it's great scouting department. They will win because of all those reasons. And guess what will happen when they win, KK? Guess what will happen? They'll come crashing and burning down. Because it is a dysfunctional team when it comes to on-field personnel. You have the greatest running back in the league, arguably. You have, some would say, one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Jalen Hurts. If you talk to them in Philadelphia, you had AJ Brown, who's a wideout threat, who's a huge, just monster. You have Devontae Smith, who's crazy. You got your defense, which is nuts. Jalen Carter wants to fucking kill everybody when he steps on the field. Cooper DeJean is this wonder child. I'm sure I'm missing some people. You have all of those people, and you still can't figure it out.
They did when they won the Super Bowl.
And I guarantee you they probably paid fucking millions of dollars to sports psychologists out there and doctors to get them in the fucking room and fix it. And I guarantee you that fucking Jason Kelsey probably blew a brain vessel in his brain trying to get this group together. And that's probably one of the biggest reasons he retired was he saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah, I agree with that now.
He knew where this thing was headed.
He won his ring and it was like, time to get out of here.
Exactly. Don't you think he wanted to go back one more year? Don't you think he wanted to, all right, I'll come back. We're going to defend the title. No! He knew what the fuck was up in Philadelphia. They brought a fucking stress rabbit in the locker room this year. They're a fucking joke. Sorry. But do I think Nick Sirianni deserves to lose his job? No. Not entirely. I think Nick Sirianni needs to make better fucking decisions in his career and not coach in markets that are detrimental to him. So therefore, I do think he will lose his job. I don't think it's all his fault. If that answers your long-winded Eagles rant.
As a Cowboys fan, you should just say, sign this guy for life.
Well,
have a drama team. Just keep going and going and going.
But didn't this happen the last time they won the Super Bowl? They won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles, and then suddenly Carson Wentz was mad, and things were just falling off the kilter, and Doug Peterson, it's all his fault. You beat the GOAT in the Super Bowl. You ran the Philly special on him. What else do you got? Like, is it the fucking tap water there? Is it it's not enough sunlight that reaches Philadelphia? What the fuck's going on there? You guys are winning. Do you understand how fucking badly?
I thought they were the city of brotherly love. I guess not.
I guess not. They ran Allen Iverson out of town. Never forgive them for running AI out of town. Never forgive them. Anyways, keep it moving. Who's your next coach?
I'd probably go with Matt LaFleur.
Out of Green Bay.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Why do you think he is suddenly on the hot seat here?
I mean, you go from probably, could we say Super Bowl contenders a year ago after the Micah Parsons trade?
I would think that everybody in Green Bay thought they were going to be Super Bowl
now,
contenders.
if you go into a losing season, I mean, maybe it's just not the fitting Green Bay anymore.
Green Bay reminds me of the Winnipeg Jets of the NHL. You know why? Sorry, Green Bay. Sorry. They are so sad that they don't get free agents. They are so devastated that they don't get free agents. And they are so mad and upset that when there's a player available for a trade and they can snag them up and, they can get them, they go and they get them. They paid whatever they paid for Micah Parsons. Great player. You know what? Phenomenal. Loved his time in Dallas. Great stuff. I enjoyed myself very much. Bought a jersey, did the whole thing. Now, Micah Parsons is going to be the reason Matt LaFleur loses his job, and Micah Parsons is going to be the reason that you're going to have a similar A.J. Brown situation in your locker room. They're traded for a locker room cancer. And before people start getting at me, oh, you're a bitter Cowboys fan. You're a bitter Cowboys fan. You never said that thing about Mike Parsons when he was on the Cowboys, and now you're just angry. Yes, I was a bitter Cowboys fan. And then I heard him open his mouth last year and do his little podcast tours and do his whole things. You know what that motherfucker said to Mike Tomlin? Courtside?
What?
He said, there's a spot right open up the street. Just come down. Just come on up. You have a coach. When is he going to learn? He did it.
So he's already created the unnecessary drama for the Green Bay Packers.
Just there's no this is the exact same thing he did in Dallas when he asked him to give the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. Him and Trayvon Diggs sat up there and they went, "Oh, we got to go with this guy, this guy, this guy." I think they put Kyler Murray. They put Kyler Murray and then they put Dak. That's your quarterback. I sound like Terrell Owens, but that's your quarterback. I don't know if he's so stupid in his brain that he doesn't understand what he's doing, or he's so smart and he's just doing it all on purpose. But he's about to start drama in your team, and your team can't handle it because you guys are fucking. Their locker room, they're going to start fighting, and the neighbor down the street's going to be like, "Hey, what the fuck? What the hell's going on in there?" because they built their stadium in a neighborhood. But my thing is, Matt LaFleur definitely deserves to get fired if they don't make it to the NFC Championship game. Sorry, out of here. And it's not his fault. What fucking receivers did they get him?
I'm surprised they traded Dontavian Wicks.
What help?
They don't look like they have receiver depth.
No, I don't understand. Did they? Christian Watson got paid. Great. I love that for you guys. Is he healthy? Is he going to play a full season? Your running back's beating women. How do you not know this? If you know your running back's fucking doing it, go trade for Alvin Kamara. What are you doing? So my point is, my whole grievance in this whole situation is, once again, it's not even Matt LaFleur's fault. It's the management of this team that is consistently just shit in the bed. That's what I got to say. You got another one in there? What do you got? What do you got for me? Anyone else? Anyone else you can ponder about, think about? Oh, here, I got one. Aaron Glenn in New York. Okay.
I got one more for that.
Aaron Glenn, New York. All right. How much better do the Jets need? They finished second last.
Wait. Was he their head coach a year ago?
Yeah, he was the coach last year. How much better do the Jets need to be in order for him to keep his job? Or not keep his job, in order for you, if you were the owner, to think he's making a difference because he came in as this big culture guy.
What was the record last year? Big losing record?
It was a very much losing record. They finished second last. They had a record of, okay, let me go through their records actually. Let me go through year by year and we can see how mediocre they've been. Their records. Okay, so not going too far back, we're going to start 2015, they were 10-6. Very good. Coached by Bowles. This very nice. Fitzpatrick was their quarterback. Okay, here we go. 2016, 5-11. 2017, 5-11. 2018, 4-12. 2019, 7-9. 2020, 2-14. 2021, 4-13. 2022, 7-10. 2023, 7-10. 2024, 5-12. And 2025, 3-14.
I'd probably go with a 500 record to keep his job. They got solid pieces there.
I would have to agree with
questionable quarterback.
I'd have to agree with you, man. I would have to agree with you. I think it needs to be. I need at least 7 wins. I think 7.
I was going to say about 8 wins.
Oh, sure, we'll go 8. We'll do 7.5. We'll put it right down the middle, higher than 7.
He's got David Bailey came in, Sadiq.
Well,
Cooper,
Omar Cooper,
Brees Hall resigned.
The GM did their job.
Yeah,
it's the opposite. Right?
At the same time, he's only got Geno Smith back there.
He does only have Geno Smith. That is a hindrance. You're correct. But it's more so he's talked this whole talk about building identity and building his culture and doing this and doing that. It's time to go.
If he can get the most out of Geno, I'd say 500 record.
Yeah. Let's go.
Good job.
Let's go. No, let's go on. You got any more?
Yeah, I got one. Todd Bowles in Tampa Bay.
All right, we'll finish off with Mr. Bowles.
He's in the hot seat.
Get that guy out of there. Get that guy.
I think he's a hot seat.
They fucked up by letting Liam Cohen walk. They fucked up. Let's just call it what it is. They should have kept Liam Cohen. They should have gone younger. They should have just done the whole thing.
Baker's got 1 year left. They might be leaving together.
Yeah, I think so. But Todd Bowles, what do you need to see? What do you think?
They got to win the division, make the playoffs.
I think I hunt for a Super Bowl with this core.
Yeah.
What else are you keeping Baker for? Like, if you're not going to hunt for the Super Bowl, here's the wild.
That's they're hunting for the Super Bowl, yet they get rid of Mike Evans.
Yeah, that doesn't sit right with me. You got to pay Mike Evans whatever he wants. You got to keep him. I don't agree with that. I think there's people out there that you can do that with, where you're like, okay, his time's ready to go. Like, he can move on. But like, that's your heart and soul of your team. How do you do that? Like, if
you're a contender, a playoff team, you gotta sign that guy, Mike Evans.
Exactly. And I don't understand it. I don't get it at all. Okay, here's my question for you. All right. Let's say Tampa Bay is last in the division. October comes around. Mid-October. You trade Baker?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, you're not going to resign him.
Yeah.
He's probably going to walk. See, I want to walk.
And
I'm losing. I want to go win next year.
wow, that's something, because that works for them cap wise.
Trade Baker October, fire Bulls, start the rebuild.
Yeah, no, I think that might be that might have to be that might have to be the move. Getting rid
And
of.
if you get Sorsby, he could be starting in October.
Well, see, that's now you're bringing it all full circle. I do like that. I do like how you're bringing it all full circle. I will say apologies also, Dolphins fans. Sorry, I said they should trade Ruben Bain and do the whole thing for Lamar. Ruben Bain is on Tampa Bay. Apologies in advance. They got Caden Proctor round 1, pick 12. I mean, they should be better, man. Sorry, going back to Miami. Miami had a really good...
Not this year. I'd probably give them about 2 years.
I really liked their draft. I thought they did a good job.
That's why I'd probably give them... Not this year. Next year, I wanted to see improvement from them, but the year after, they should be kind of battling for a playoff spot.
Nice. KK, I think that's it for... this episode. I mean, do you have a message to all the listeners out there? You got a little inspirational message? How about a message to Lions fans? Speak to your people a little, your tribe. What do you got for these folks?
I don't even know. Go Lions.
Brendan
Sorsby, man, if Lions gets him, man, support that guy.
Nice powder blue jersey. It's rocking.
I mean, there's a few teams out there where quarterback could be already at the peak and starting to go down.
Oh boy.
So Sorsby could be a good pickup.
Oh boy. All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Until next time, go follow us, Red Zone Blitz Pod, on all the socials. Give us a follow there. Write to us. Email us, redzoneblitzpodcast@gmail.com. Go visit our website, www.redzoneblitzpodcast.com. We love all the support. You know what? We love that. You think there's somewhere we can improve, also write to us. You know what? Let us know where we can do better. We're going to be back probably in a few days. We'll probably be back in a few days. We'll be back with an update on probably where Brendan Sorsby's going to college now, because he will go back to college. That's usually how Brendan Sorsby...
When is the supplemental draft?
I believe it's second week of July. Hold on. That's before we leave.
Oh, July?
When is the supplemental draft? Let's ask that. The supplemental draft, there's no exact date. It typically takes place in July if the players are approved. So his deadline to go in was June 22nd.
I mean, he hasn't been approved yet.
That would be a funny little twist of the NFL.
Well, I'm sure the NFL is investigating.
I don't doubt it.
To allow him or not allow him.
With the amount of betting partners those guys have, I'm sure they're thinking about hey, what the hell's actually going on here? But you know what? Until next time, bang bang! Shout out to my boy Shadow Dawn all the way from Pittsburgh for the beat. Appreciate you. This is your host G.
I'm KK.
And you know what? We're out. Go have a good one. Go have some beers.